Hey, what's good? These are my runs for the week of June 16 to June 22, 2025. But before I talk about the runs I did this last week, I just want to first talk about heart rate and heart rate zones. Specifically, my heart rate zones because that has a direct effect on my runs. I am only going to talk about myself because obviously I am not a coach and I am not qualified to teach you about how you should run. Ako din nga, kailangan ko ng coach eh. So ever since I started running, I have been running based on heart rate. Kasi I'm more of a numbers guy. Gusto ko quantifiable and nakikita ko. Feeling ko lang kasi mas scientific yon kesa sa talk test. In running, the talk test means kung nakakapagsalita ka pa, it means you're still running at easy pace. In heart rate zones, this is the equivalent of zone 2. Kaya in all my videos, pinapakita ko yung heart rate charts ko kasi the general advice in running, as I have researched, is to do most of your runs at zone 2 or easy pace. And I've done my fair share of researching and reading about heart rate zones. To find out your heart rate zones, I've read that the most accurate is to use your heart rate reserve. Without going too much into detail, you need your max heart rate and resting heart rate. You have to note that it's not advisable to use the default formula of 220 minus age to find out your max heart rate. So using my heart rate reserve, I arrived at 130 to about 142 beats per minute as my zone 2, which I've now been using for years. Until I got a different advice from my coach last week. It's not really a direct advice, but I noticed that he's using different zones than what I am using. I did more reading and research, and it turns out he's using lactate threshold heart rate or percent LTHR to determine my heart rate zones. The short of the long is that LTHR is the point where napapagod ka na o hindi mo na kinakaya yung takbo. Apparently, using heart rate reserve is more suited for beginners, and so I've shifted my heart rate zones using LTHR. Naks, hindi na beginner. So now I've set my new zone 2 as between 144 to 152 beats per minute. And as you will see from my runs, the 10 beats per minute increase is a significant difference in pace. And so we come to the runs I did. The first 4 runs all had the same idea, 80 minutes run total, with the first 20 minutes at low zone 2 and 60 minutes at high zone 2 ideally. Pero yung instruction sa akin is based on pace and not heart rate. I did 13 kilometers on all 4 runs. Almost sakto-sakto siya, konting pasobra lang ng takbo. First run, average pace was 6:18 per kilometer, average heart rate of 146 BPM. Parang nananansya pa ako dito, to be honest. I wasn't sure if I can sustain. Tsaka parang pinaalala niya sa akin na masakit pa yung legs ko from strength training the day before. Second run felt easier, medyo umulan sa gitna ng takbo kaya huminto ako. Pero bago pa ako huminto, ramdam ko na mas madali siya. Average pace was 6:17 per kilometer and average heart rate was 140 beats per minute. Third run was not easier pero medyo nasasanay na ako sa effort level and pace na bago. Average pace was 6:19 per kilometer and average heart rate was 142 BPM. On these first 3 runs, parang gutom ako o uhaw pagkatapos. I'm not sure which. Also, may konting tightness ako nararamdaman sa leg muscles. Yung normal pain when you exert effort and get tired, plus yung strength training nga nung Monday. All these first 3 were during weekdays after work, so nakakontribute din yan. Fourth run was ganun pa rin, like I said, pero wala na yung tightness sa legs. Pero ang init nitong run na to, but my average heart rate was only 142 BPM and average pace was 6:30 per kilometer. On my last run, I was scheduled to run 2 hours pero walang prescribed paces. Ang ginawa ko, I tried to run a bit faster than yung high zone 2 of the last 4 runs. Gusto ko sana mga 5:55 to 6:05 per kilometer, which nagawa ko naman mostly, pero medyo nag-fall off na ako sa bandang second half or last 30 minutes. Pagod na ako sa bandang dulo. 19 kilometers for this run, average pace is 6:20 per kilometer and average heart rate is 142 BPM. In total this week, 71 kilometers, which is a record. Ito na ang highest weekly mileage ko so far. And dumami yan ng ganyan kasi nga mas mabilis na yung easy pace ko. From dati mga 7 minutes ang average pace ko to now mga around 6 minutes something na lang. Ang takeaway ko from this new heart rate zones is this is likely correct. 1, nakakapagsalita pa ako. I've been consciously trying to do the talk test while running. 2, sustainable pa yung pace without wanting to die at the end. 3, pero this is no longer an effortless run. Hindi na siya parang natutulog lang gaya ng dati. 4, this feeling is similar to my treadmill runs pag hinahabol ko mag zone 2 dati. 5, pero yung average HR ko on all these runs parang hindi umabot ng zone 2, which is confusing. 6, I will continue on this, hoping this will make me a stronger runner. Kasi from the stats, sabi nga ni coach, there's room for improvement. I am not running on the ceiling of zone 2. Tingnan natin saan ako makakarating. Yun lang, video na yun.